Hello, everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock Season 2. This is Episode 3, and you will see that my armor has changed. Yeah, so some things have changed since the last episode. We did a live stream before that last episode came out, but the episode was recorded. I know it's all kind of backwards. But if we look over at the pause screen, I now have 21 deaths. So if you weren't in the live stream, we went to the Nether. We gathered up some wither skeleton skulls, and then we killed ourselves a wither, or at least attempted and failed. Yeah, and I lost all my armor, I lost my sword, I lost my pickaxe, all that stuff. I actually re-enchanted a pickaxe, which I've got right here. Um, I was smart enough to put my elytra in the ender chest this time, so we didn't lose that. On a positive note, we did get a wither rose that we have displayed here as the many deaths of Zap. Some other things that have transpired is we've got the aquatic fish heads. I went out and got myself the salmon, the cod, the dolphin, and the squid head. I did get myself a DB and foxy head as well, and then I believe Beardstone delivered this guy to me, so I put the other one back in the chest over there. I do believe that that chest over there is a community chest for heads, so we're gonna have to get a list together and yeah, all kinds of things. Um, so I've done some preparation off camera, and we've got a box of stuff here. So one thing that I forgot when fighting the Wither is protection 4 is your best friend. I like to run around with protection 4 on like the helmet, a little bit of fire protection, a little bit of projectile protection, and in all honesty, we should have had protection 4 on everything. So I've gathered up some books from Slack Shop to make protection 4 leggings. Um, Protection 4 boots with some depth strider and feather falling, and then a protection 4 helm with some aqua affinity and respiration. I've got the things to make a looting 3 smite 5 sword, and then I have all of the things here to make a power 5 bow. So yeah, that's what we are going to work on the first part of this episode. We have done some mining. I got myself a few diamonds. I've got myself some more blocks of redstone. I've got some red nether brick in here to also continue work on the top part of the base. But for now, I'm actually going to pack this stuff away and take this with me. We're going to head over to the poor man's Blaze Farm. And that is not the Blaze Farm that I was at last time. It's a different one. And we're going to go chill there and go wreak some havoc on some blazes. Well, we did it. We went over to the Blaze Farm and we have fully geared ourselves up. Let's take a look at our equipment. So we've got Protection 4, Aqua Affinity, Respiration, Mending, Protection 4, Mending, Feather Falling, Depth Strider, Protection 4, and Mending here. And then I also have a chest chilling right here with Protection 3. I'll need to get up with Slack or somebody that has a fish farm to try to get another Protection 3 book. And then, of course, we'll need to get all kinds of unbreaking. I'll need one for this. I'll need one for all 3 of these. And then I need unbreaking for the sword and the bow. So that's 6 total books. We made ourselves a new bow, Power 5 Infinity Flame. This is good to go. And then we made a Smite 5 sword. This is all in preparation for fighting the Wither in the future, probably on a live stream. I actually did a live stream of me getting all of this gear. We'll see how editing goes. I may or may not throw in a few little clips from that or some speedy up bits. I don't know. But what we came to do today is we came to mess around with up there. So we are going to need some of these because we're going to need some red dye. So let's go ahead and do this. And this is why I keep the one poppy in my chest. And that should be plenty there. So we'll keep one in there. We'll change the rest into dye, and then we'll dye some of this glass. Excellent. And we can throw that in there, and then we are going to need to get ourselves our little treasure trove. Perfect. So these are going to be the blocks that I build with, and I'm still thinking about just a giant ball at the top. So I don't have room for this. We need to organize this stuff too soon. So I'm going to grab some scaffolding blocks. You know what? They actually sell scaffolding at the shopping district, which I should go get after we take a look at what we're doing up here. One thing I think I forgot to mention in the previous episode was we did spawn proof this. Everything is a half slab right here. All of these are half slabs, so nothing can spawn on our base and cause any chaos to the server. Please don't fall off. Okay. So we're just going to build up like that and then place you in and go up. So I didn't really show the top of this because I knew that was going to happen. I didn't like the way that it turned out, and we did mention that in the video, but I'd never showed what we did. And basically what we did is we ended with this little bit here and some campfires and the smoke rising up, and I don't like it. I really just don't like it. So we're going to tear it down. And it's good. We'll collect some of these materials back. We'll get our campfires back. I believe we need to break these with an axe, but I think we can do it with our fist. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Okay, well, we're just going to get some coal back from this, or charcoal. I didn't know. So I'm going to tear all of this down, collect all of my materials, and then we'll go from there. We're going to try to figure out, I have never built a sphere. So this could be interesting. I've built plenty of circles, obviously, but a sphere is going to be a new one for me. So this is going to be fun, adventurous. Head updates. We got Dadcraft, we have Daphne, and we got Groova. We ran into a wandering trader over in the shopping district. While we were there, we grabbed some scaffolding, and it will make this ascent to the top of the tower a heck of a lot easier than what it was before. And we're going to attempt to build this sphere. Now, let's see. It's going to be I think I want the size to be about as big as the plot itself. So where should we start this? Probably right about at this level, because that's gonna be let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that would be at this level, like that, right? And we're gonna mix in some redstone. I think this is gonna look pretty cool. I'm gonna have that like that. Put that there. And just so I don't mess up and place a block too low. let's see. Now we need to do this like that, and bam. There is basically the base of our sphere. Now our sphere might run into this little bit here, but I don't. That'll be fine, and I think it'll be kind of cool to look up. Um, I won't see the sky once this thing is built, right? So the next section, yeah, is going to be. Let's remove these because I want this part of the base to kind of look like it's supporting this. So the next section, let's should be like this, and we're gonna have like that. Oh, we better say hello to Mr. Gruba. It's early morning. Let's see. We'll just now primarily I'm going to be using red nether brick. We're going to use the that guy as a little accent, and I think this is not something I like to do very often for obvious reasons. I think we're definitely gonna need some more red nether brick, and then we're also going to need most likely some netherwart blocks wouldn't look bad in this. I really love that, by the way. That's so cool. Somebody built a nether cake, so we've got that. We've got this. We've got this, and then it should be like that. Like that. And then like that. So this is going to be quite interesting to build. Did I do that right? I did do that right. Bam. This is the 2, and then we will do this layer. And it should be no. You are forever gone now. I messed up. Thank you. At least I only lost one, so that goes there. Obviously, we have to cover up that spot. And then this 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2, 3 like that. And let's punch this out. We'll put that in there. Go get this one. That's that. Doesn't look quite right, does it? Let's see. 1, 2 that way. 1, 2 that way. No. 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 What did I mess up on? So this line 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's cut the middle 2 out. Should have this here like that. Like that, and then in the middle where I'm standing should be like that. Nice. And we can build up to get to that, but I like it so far. Let's see. We're definitely going to need some more red nether brick. We're definitely going to run out of redstone blocks quickly. Oh, let's get this while we're here. Haha. And then we should just be able to pillar back up when we need to. Let's see. I have a little bit of netherwart. Um, it's just not the same red. Know what I'm saying? But I think it'll work. So we'll make a little bit of that. All right, well, what I need to do is I need to actually go to the nether, and we're going to need to build or gather ourselves some more netherrack. That looks pretty cool from underneath here. It's going to look awesome. That's just 2 layers. Yeah, it's going to be about 16 blocks tall, 16 blocks wide, so it should be as wide as the chunk all the way up. So more materials needed. Well, from our little montage, you can see that we got some netherrack, and we set up a little super smelter just kind of temporarily um, to get us the nether brick that we're going to need. I do have enough netherwart to make 2 more stacks of red nether brick, and so while we wait for this to smelt up, I decided to try to figure out a little enchanting station. Now, the enchanting station is an odd number of blocks. Obviously, we're building in a 16 by 16, so this is an even number. And I thought this would look kind of sitting on one side or the other. So what I've done is I've dug down and I've placed books or bookshelves all the way. We got a couple extra here, and I could take these 2 and put one over here and one back in there, so on and so forth. But what I wanted to check, and I thought that it didn't work, was let's throw this oak in here. I was gonna use oak. I don't like oak. I like what the spruce looks like, so let's get a little bit of this, and then we're gonna get a couple of these. So what I just figured or found out was we can place the slabs here. Now, I don't know if it's blocking these 2 or 4 bookshelves, but either way, I'm still getting my level 30 enchants. So I can sit here and make this kind of look somewhat decent, and even if we fell down in here, we can still get out. But before I place these in, we're going to need to do a little bit of beautification down here just to make this look nicer. And then I'm also going to put a light underneath the enchanting table. So somewhere in here I should have a little bit of glowstone, yes? Yes. Got a piece right here. We'll throw that down there, and then we'll just slab this up. And there we go. Now from the top side, this shouldn't look too bad. We've got a nice little enchanting station where we can do our bits and bobs and we don't have to go over and borrow loys. And then what I'm going to do, I chopped the tree down because I needed saplings and I will regrow it. Please give me, there's one. Yeah, and there's one. So we're going to grow some oak trees, and the reason for that is the oak logs and the spruce slabs look really, really good together. So we're going to make, I think I did this floor in the Union Hall last season. We're going to make the same style floor in here, and I'm just trying to clean things up while I wait for this to smelt. I moved these heads over here. I think I'm going to move the Truly Bedrock members over here, and we're going to have I think I got enough room for all of the TB members down here, and then we're going to have probably passive mobs here, and that guy right there is a hostile mob, which will end up running across here or something like that. Not 100% sure, but let's get to chopping some wood. I got my floor pretty well done, and I want to try something I've never tried before. Now, one thing I normally do is I like to put in some coarse dirt just to add. You can hear, the sound of you walking on wood, and having the coarse dirt just adds that extra little clunk when you walk. But one thing I've never tried to do, and we're gonna just do these three to see what it looks like. It's not terrible. Let's maybe do just a little bit more of it. This is a little darker than this. That doesn't look bad. This is kind of like the path. It's beaten down because I walk from here to here more often than not, and of course over to the smelters. So now I'm gonna cut a little bit more of the floor out and just put in a little bit of coarse dirt from here to here, and I'll spot in a couple over here and a couple over here. And we're just pretty much waiting for this to go while we spruce up the base, quite literally. Progress is coming along on our giant red nether brick / redstone ball, but I have run out of materials, so I've been pinching some netherwart from I think this DB's house right here. I've been coming over here and grabbing that up, and we've got a little bit on our person right here, and then we just replant it as needed. We're doing the same thing around our base, but we're about halfway done with this. So what we need to do is we really need an income of netherwart, and yeah. So what I've done, again, we're still, I think we're getting down to, yeah, down to the last bits of nether brick, is I've made a little trap door here, and then I've gone ahead and dug out an area just below my base, and we're going to set up a little bit of kind of an impromptu Netherwart Farm. So first things first, we're going to have a little walkway all the way across here. I think that'll do. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be here. We're gonna want a kind of a walkway all the way around this thing. How would this look if we just doubled up? And I don't have enough cracked bricks to get me all the way around. There's a cave here that somebody explored at some point. Oh yes, and something else that we did was we moved all the heads like we had talked about. We organized our chests, so I now know where kind of everything is. Ooh, this might be just enough to finish up. We put the crafting table and the ender chest and the stone cutter. That's what I was going to call it, the grindstone, but that's not the correct word. Put all that stuff in the floor and just cleaned up our area a little bit. Now we did hit or run into our enchanting setup a little bit. We can still kind of get back here and mine the nether wart as needed. Everything's kind of pinned together. So let's just be a little farm. We don't need a huge farm because after we get done with the ball, I don't think we're going to need much. So that gives me a decent amount. And this isn't correct because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and I only have 3 over here. Something's not centered up. It should be like that. And then 4 there, 4 there. That's perfect. I was going to say, this is the outside of my chunk, these glowstone bits, so we're close. And the nice thing about where I've placed this temporary Netherwart Farm, actually this would probably be a permanent thing, is we have the light from what is lighting our base up underneath. Plant the Netherwart, and now we will wait for some more of this to grow. There she is. Got the giant ball of red nether brick slash netherwart block, and we got some redstone in there for good measure. I really do like the way that this turned out. It looks super cool at night as well. I did place torches all the way around this thing just so it was mob proof. And then on the underside, which we're not going to be able to get to from here, right there. Oh, we did it. Right here, I put some glowstone behind these stairs, and there's slabs just to light the underside of this so we can see it down here from the bottom of the base. Now, I took a look at my furnace here from smelting up a bunch of nether rack into nether brick, and I added 2 more stacks of netherrack to give us 27 total. Started doing the counting, and we made 9 stacks of red nether brick, and we had 2, so having 2 and this thing actually taking 11 total, quite a big difference. I did get a kill-a-drone head, but I rescued this from the nether because the nether update is going to drop tomorrow recording time from the recording. So yes, and our little netherwart setup down here is working rather well. You can see it's fully grown at the moment, so if we need any more netherwart, we can just kind of come in here and start taking it using our Fortune 3 pickaxe, and we have more plans for this area. We're going to dig down and do another little room, but that is all for another episode. Blue Jay has changed to Prowl Skin. Oh no. Did I change skins? No, I did not. We did get some cooked rabbit from Mr. Slack Lizard during his stream. Speak of the devil, he joins the server. Anyway, that is going to do it for me from Truly Bedrock. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing if you're new, and I will see you on the next one.